list works with the layers, right? So just in general, when you have a layers list, like you say like my list, and you do like dot add. Typically, that's usually pretty normal with like any list in any language, right? And whenever you do this, you're gonna give it to a position, right? So generally, I think when you add a list, right, it adds it to the end of a list, right? It usually appends it, or like in the beginning of it. You can call this append. Okay. When you do that, right, if you have a list, like let's say of, let's say like 0, 1, 2, right? The list positions, so like this one, the positions are real, and this one's supposed to be position 0, position 1, and then position 2, right? But if I were to say, like append my list, and let's say like my list is equal to this list right here, right? Then, so if I were to do my list dot append, it would be, and we say we want to append like a 4 to it, right? Then this would turn into 0, 1, 2, 4, right? But the actual positions of this would be 0, 1, 2, and 3, okay? So what we're doing with the walls, right, if we have our wall, it's like this, okay, that's our general wall, right? And this is just, like it's usually that 8-inch wall, right? Okay, so when we're saying we want to add our layers to it, okay, initially this wall, right, if this wall were a list, right, this guy is in position 1 initially, okay? So, for example, like it'd be like OG wall list or wall layer list, right? Is equal to just this wall, right? Okay, so when we do insert, right, the insert property, so we do this, right, and we do dot insert. Okay, it would be we're giving a position, right? So like let's say like we're doing 0, right, and then we're saying like exterior layer finish 1. Okay, writing all that out. Okay, so now what that's going to do is that's going to bump the x, right, and it's going to turn the list into being it's going to be your sorry, it's going to be not 0, it's going to be this one. Okay, so it's going to be T exterior layers finish 1. Okay, and then it's going to be the x, right, which in this case would be the general. Okay, so basically you're just telling it what position you want it to go in when you're just telling it, okay, go in position 0, right? So if you keep on doing this, right, and you do like insert 0, insert 1, insert 2, right, it's going to keep on pushing this down, right? And then once you do, let's say we did insert 1, 2, and 3, right, that would push the x down to 4. And then you could do insert 5 and 6, right? So then you would have ultimately 6 layers like what we have in our project, okay? Sorry, ultimately you would have, you're going to have our walls, right? So layer type, there's our 8-inch structure, and then these little guys, right? Okay, so this would be like position 0, position 1, position 2, right? And this would be the 3, the x, right? And then this would be position 4, and this would be position 5. Okay, great. All right, let's go back to the computer screen. So after that little demo, okay, so in order to see how many layers you have on the inside shell and outside shell, right, we're going to do this. It's going to be debug.print, and we're going to import print because I don't think we've loaded it yet. And we're going to do, let's see, we want to select the exterior compound structure, right? So exterior compound structure layers. All right, and then that's going to be compound structure dot get number of shell layers, and then we're going to say shell layer type dot exterior. Okay. Okay. And then for similarly for getting the interior, right? This would be interior, and then we come back over and change that to interior. Okay. All right. Now we're going to set the compound structure, and that's just going to be new wall type dot set compound structure and compound structure. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Almost done, guys. We're just going to need to place the wall so we can see it pop up, and so it's going to be similar to the create wall tutorial, if you guys have seen that one yet. It's going to be XYZ, and we'll call mine beginning point start, and that's going to be new XYZ, and it's going to be 0, 0, 0. All right, and then similarly for the endpoint, we're just going to do XYZ and is equal to new XYZ, and this one going to be 10, 0, 0. Okay, great. All right, and then create a line for it. That's going to be line, geom line, right? Pretty much taking our code from the other tutorial. It's going to be line dot create bound start, comma, end. Okay. All right, and then we're going to see set level, and that's just going to be our level. So we still have our level from grabbing the first level up here, right? Where is it? Right here. Okay, so this is our first level anyways. So I don't think we need to grab him. And then we're going to set the height. And so height is going to be, it's going to be double height is equal to 0. Or sorry, it's going to be 10. Whoops, not 0. And the offset is going to be 0. So double offset is equal to 0. Okay, cool. Now we get to place our wall. And that's going to be wall.create. It's going to be a little different, I think, than our tutorial before. It's going to be placing it in the dock, and it's going to be along geom line, and we're going to be placing the new wall type ID. Okay, and then it's going to be on the level.id, and we're going to set the height, and then we're going to set the offset if there is any, and then it's going to be, are we flipping it? We're going to say false, and then is it structural? We're just looking down here, right? And it's going to be structural. We're going to say sure, why not? True. Okay, cool. All right, that should be it. I'm going to run it, and then I'll show you guys what happens. All right, guys, so I've created a fresh project here, right? So nothing's loaded in there. I have no walls. The only wall I have in it is the typical, just the basic wall, right? Nothing's loaded in except for the normal curtain wall and stacked wall. All right, and so we're going to go into 3D first so we can get a good view of it. And then we're going to try our button out. All right, and oh god. Well, that didn't work. All right, guys, so naturally, of course, like no code is ever perfect. I had a bug. My wall was placed, but it wasn't the new wall type. The new wall was created, but the new wall type didn't have all of our beautiful layers in it. So, and what happened was that we didn't set our compound structure. Okay, and the way we do that is it's gonna be compound structure dot set layers, and then it's just gonna be layers. All right, let's give that a shot. Hey guys, so usually no code is ever perfect the first time you ever try and run it. That happens to me like once in a blue moon. But So I think this time we got it right, so let's give it a shot, right? So again, like nothing's loaded in, fresh project, My Test tab. First we're going to go to 3D view so we can get a good view of it. All right, go to My Test tab and hit our button. Usually code isn't perfect, like the first like 5 times around, so don't kill yourself, if it's not good. It's okay. All right, so there we go. Look, so everything's come in right. New wall. That's what we named it, right? We go to edit type, and then check out the structure, and everything's there. Except the core boundaries. That's not there. See how these are wrong, right? I'll try to speed this up in the video so you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so these need to be moved inside, right? So that, they're only surrounding the structure, this layer right here, right? Okay, let's go back and do that. All right, guys, so we're back over here, right? The line that we just put in our last time, right? So let's do this. So set layers to compound structure. And then below that, we're going to set our number of interior layers and number of exterior layers, all right? Layers and interior layers. Okay, and the way we're going to do that is compound structure dot set number of shell layers. This will be shell layer type dot exterior, and we want to set 3 of them. All right. And then for the interior type, right? Okay, so going back. So the exterior is going to include this one, and this one. Okay, so these 3 are all going to be set to exterior. Okay. Remember, it goes exterior top down, so it goes exterior to interior layers. Okay. All right. And so similarly, we're going to copy that one, and then we're going to set the interior, and we're going to set that one to 2. All right, and then that one's going to include only these 2. All right. Okay, cool. I'll start a new project and show you guys how it goes. Okay, guys, 3rd time's a charm. So, new project again, right? I'm going to hit 3D, get a better view. All right, and I'm going to come over here, My Test tab, and it's going to be clicking our button, and looks like it comes in good again. And we can check the structure. And there we go. Perfect. Great. That's exactly what we wanted. So, as before, right? So, first 3 layers, as we said, right, were structure. Okay, so we got that finish, we got that membrane, we got the substrate, structure, membrane layers, finished. Okay. Key thing on the membranes, right? Okay, the membranes need to be 0. Very important. Okay. Otherwise, you won't be able to create that layer, no matter how hard you try. Revit will throw you an error, and then you'll get an error, and you won't know why, and you'll have to figure it out. And yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys for sticking with this. And I hope this tool is able to help you out with all of your future endeavors. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you guys will know the latest videos I put out. Which I think next on the path will be placing we know how to create a sheet, but we'll do that anyways. And then we'll be creating drafting views and then placing detail components in drafting views, and then learning how to place those drafting views or just any views on a sheet. All right. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.